Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining this evening or today. And now we're just going to have this time where we can get more aware of our own I am presence and sending out that light and love and peace to the world. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty I am presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith and the protection from our mighty I am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling
that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this.
Trish, beloved Trish, are you? Do you have a screen? Can you read the opening invocation for us?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Hello. Before reading the words of a master, we say together with our mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Katumi, beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Katumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Lovely. Bless you. Thank you so much, Trish. All right. So this week we've got Gary's read for us. Thank you so much, beloved Gary. Just pearls of wisdom from our beloved Saint Germain. So that's from Discourse 4. And then I thought, because it was May the 1st, not so long ago, like a few days ago, and we'd listened to beloved Saint Germain's instruction, and it's from, he's speaking on the coming events. We have listened to this not so long ago, maybe, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or something, but it's from the Magic Presence. It's read by Gerald Craig, and it's just, really important information, I believe, for all of us, especially now. And then we've got the last of the reading from Lady Venus, just so marvelous too. And that's read by our beloved Terry, who's read the whole of that book for us. And it's really explaining how it's so important to maintain the harmony so that we can be those cosmic conductors of light for the ascended beings. And that, I know we all be tested for that all the time. Anyway, and then I'm going to read the second part of Archangel Zadkiel's dictation, which is lovely. And then beloved John will take us through our decrees, as we know, so important, wonderful opportunity for us. We got Gary reading. Thank you.
Beloved Saint Germain's I Am Discourses, Volume 3, Discourse 4. Beloved students, do you not realize that you can express perfection by taking your determined stand with sufficient intensity that I am the mighty electronic energy flowing through, filling, and renewing every cell of my mind and body right now? Do you not see with sufficient intensity of this, in a few minutes or hours you could dispel any disturbing conditions in the mind or body, allowing that mighty pure energy to do its work uncolored, unaffected by any discordant element in your own thought? You can renew any nerve, any organ, and build any member of the body into its perfection almost immediately. Oh, why not feel this? Apply it. As you begin to experience the remarkable results, your confidence will leap into its perfect activity, and your mind will have all confidence in this mighty presence and power and its omnipresent limitless use. When there is a seeming lack of energy, take your determined joyous stand. I am the mighty presence of this alert, radiant energy surging through my mind and body, dismissing everything unlike itself. I take my stand in this alert, radiant energy and joy for all time. You can pass this pure energy through your mind and body as I would pass my hand down before you. At first, because you do not seem to feel any great magnetic electronic force pass over you, does not in any way indicate that you have not received this mighty energy, which you have commanded with authority to flow through your mind and body. One may say the same thing to his affairs that may not be according to his desire for perfect expression. The student can stand and call forth the mighty presence of I Am, send it forth into his business and world, command it to consume everything unlike itself, and replace all with the mighty perfection of God which I am. Command it to be self-sustained, and cause the perfection to manifest his unceasing authority and power, and cleanse his world of every discordant thing, for I am the supreme authority, God in action. One does not need to do this with any tension, or to the extent that he creates tension in the action of the body. But he can rise in the supremacy and dignity of the authority of God and cleanse everything needing it. In doing this, one need not speak in a loud voice, but in a very low, masterful tone. Stand in the room by yourself and declare, I am master of my world. I am the victorious intelligence governing it. I send forth into my world this mighty, radiant, intelligent energy of God. I command it to create all perfection, to draw to me the opulence of God made visible in my hands and use. I am no longer the babe of Christ, but the master presence grown to full stature, and speak and command with authority. Thus one may consume the mistakes and imperfection he may have created, and in the authority of the I Am, recreate immediately the perfection he desires. Know that it is constantly self-sustained, so long as you do not intrude upon it the discordant activity of your thought and feeling.
There we have it. I know we're reminded of this often, but I just love these wonderful statements that Saint Germain gives us here. So good to have them. And now we're going to listen to this read by Gerald Craig.
If human beings only understood that human embodiment upon this earth is an opportunity given the personal self by the great law of balance to correct the mistakes made in previous lives, they would use every experience and extract the lesson from it, instead of rebelling against circumstance and being used by it. This constant return to physical embodiment or garments of flesh would be an endless circle of cause and effect if it were not that man has the presence of God within him. This part of you which says, I am, is the life, the intelligence, and the power that moves through your physical body. When the discordant habits of the atomic consciousness of your physical body build to such a momentum that the light of the mighty I Am Presence is no longer allowed to expand, and through that maintain the fulfillment of a constructive plan of life, the Master Self begins to decrease its supply of energy and eventually withdraws. There is only one thing that ever causes what the world calls death, and that is the lack of enough liquid light within the nerve channels. It radiates the cohesive power which holds the atoms together that make up the flesh body. This liquid light is owned by and comes only from the mighty I Am Presence of the universe. The outer garment is the receptacle into which this presence pours its light for a constructive purpose and use only. When that purpose is continually interfered with, the light is withdrawn, and the flesh body, which should be the temple of the Most High Living God, disintegrates. The experience called death is a constant reproof to mankind and a reminder to the personal self of its disobedience to the original God plan, the divine way of life. If the student really wants to know the truth about re-embodiment and life, he must go to the source of life, the mighty I Am Presence, and study there, for only as he receives wisdom from his all-knowing mind will he ever be its light. We may have mental concepts and ideas by the thousands, but unless we have become one with a thing through feeling it, we never really know. To gather facts from the world of sense and form, or the outer activity of the mind, is but accretion. Eternal truth, law, and intelligence come only from the mighty I Am Presence, the light of the universe. If one desires to prove to himself the truth of re-embodiment, that proof can only come from his own actual experiences revealed to him by his own God-self. No amount of argument or phenomena will ever be proof to anyone. To the one who wishes to have this proof, I give the following, and it is infallible, for the ascended masters have attained their perfection of the ascended state by its use, and others may do likewise if they so choose. If the student with unyielding determination will acknowledge and accept his mighty I Am Presence, call to it constantly and sincerely reach up to it, love it and be grateful for its wondrous life which he is using every moment, waking and sleeping, he will cause his outer consciousness to be so raised that he will know, see, and experience firsthand the answer to every question and every problem confronting him. The greatest and most important activity of life is love, devotion, and gratitude to life for all life gives us. As our outer consciousness becomes lifted by being held in constant adoration upon the mighty I Am Presence and continual acknowledgement given only to the perfection of life, all human habits and miscreations disappear, and we express only light. This is the ascended master consciousness. The outer activity of the mind and physical body becomes the visible, tangible form of whatever we think and feel. Man becomes that upon which his attention rests. If he meditate upon the mighty I Am Presence, he will become the full outpouring of that perfection. And if he spend his time and energy through his attention upon the appetites of the physical body, trying to satisfy their insatiable demands, he destroys his temple. No man may say him nay, no matter what his choice. The responsibility of his choice is unescapable, for it is inherent within free will. The paramount command of the Eternal is, be ye perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. For life will return you the individual consciousness again, and again, into human embodiment until you fulfill that supreme edict of life. When that decree is obeyed, we shall find the manifestations of the constructive way of life have become immortal. The cosmic activity and light from our earth is being expanded at this time. Many feel this greatly increased energy, and unless it is used in a constructive way, the individual qualifies it with his own feelings of irritation and resentment against persons, places, and conditions. This but creates greater turmoil in his own mind and body, which constantly disturbs himself and others. During the present expansion of the light throughout the earth, it is absolutely imperative for the individual to keep an iron control over his own thought, feeling, and spoken word, compelling them to be constructive and giving recognition to nothing else, if he is to avoid continual distress and countless loss to himself and his world. At no time in the history of the planet has this been so important as it is at the present moment. The earth is passing through the throes of a tremendous new birth, and in the few years just ahead will be in a transition period, for it is changing now in a cosmic way from the attitude of war into that of peace, from hatred to love, from selfishness to unselfishness, and into the full recognition that in the future the people must exert strength enough to live according to the law of love. The hour strikes in the evolution of every planet and its humanity, when they must express the full peace, harmony, perfection, and the divine plan of the system to which they belong. When that hour strikes, humanity either moves forward and fulfills that plan, or whatever portion will not come into alignment with the new activity removes itself to another schoolroom of the universe, until those personalities learn obedience to life. The law of life is heaven, peace, harmony, and love to every created thing. Even the ethers of infinite space express this harmony everywhere. Human beings are the only creators of hell. They can accept and obey the law of life and enjoy every good thing of the kingdom, or they can disobey that law and be broken as a reed before the storm by their own self-generated discord. Each individual carries his own heaven or hell with him every moment, for these are but the results of mental and emotional states which the individual has created because of his own attitude. There is no other cause for them. Over the humanly generated chaos of the past, there are being poured out by the ascended masters and great cosmic messengers great streams of love and harmony upon which peace depends. Mankind, having so long pulled against the great cosmic current of love, which ever seeks to bless, is now being compelled to turn around and seek the light in order to survive in the midst of its own destructive emanations of the past. The constant command of the ascended masters is, let the great light of the mighty I Am Presence enfold the humanity of earth quickly, that its sufferings may cease. Misery, darkness, and ignorance exist only because of lack of love.
Such good instruction from beloved Saint Germain. Now we're going to listen to beloved Lady Venus.
O beloved ones, many natural conductors who have no knowledge of the inner spheres, but have a sweetness and purity of soul, have thus been used through all the ages. Many saints, many holy men, many of the reverent, devout, and humble have thus been utilized, and through their bodies have flashed protection, which sometimes has saved the lives of millions. However, these are unconscious conductors. These are individuals who just happen to be in a state of grace through harmonious radiation, either for the moment or for a longer period of time. The silent watcher points out these individuals to the cosmic master, who then blazes his radiation through them. Now you are a different group entirely. You desire to become conscious conductors, looking at and caring for the mankind of earth. The silent watcher sees that which is about to take place, and the Chela, in embodiment, with alert, conscious mind and intelligence is prompted or inspired to invoke cosmic currents of divine protection for his people, his city, his nation, and his planet. Thus, rather than being an unconscious conductor, the student consciously becomes an invocative priest or priestess. Beloved ones, when you desire to serve mankind, when you desire to bless the elemental kingdom, when you desire to serve in any crisis, you must first make your own sphere of influence harmonious. This is the magnetic power which draws the blessing of the Master, making you a radiating center of peace and balance, which can conduct the blessing. Otherwise, you draw the God being by your invocation, and he, looking upon your turbulent energies, if they should happen to be so, is unable to use your vehicles to conduct light, healing, or protection. Very often in such cases, the cosmic being who is invoked by the zealous and earnest, but for the time being inharmonious Chela, is forced to use his energies in seeking another conductor in the vicinity who is harmonious. And while perhaps this one may be unacquainted with the higher law, yet he is one through whom the Master may channel his blessings. In the mastery of your own energies, beloved ones, you are to become not only conductors, but magnetizing agents of cosmic currents. Wherever you see a need, first still yourself. Then visualize yourself dressed in the dazzling white garments of your holy Christ self, and make your invocation with all the power of the Godhead. There is not a being or intelligence you invoke who will not promptly answer your call. That is how the Master Jesus, working with Lord Maitreya, let the healing life flow through his vehicles of incarnation, and the dead did arise, the blind did see, the lame did walk, and the sick were made whole. Jesus was vested with the conscious power of invocation, and he kept the instruments and conductors of his own life stream constantly ready for the instantaneous release of the gifts from above. Although the Master Jesus was constantly alerted to his mission, which was the dispensation of evil, the greater cosmic activity of Lord Maitreya, in the fuller freedom of the inner spheres, saw many opportunities for service when the outer consciousness of the Master Jesus did not realize that cosmic assistance was required. There the state of listening grace, which Jesus had, was essential, for when Lord Maitreya chose to bless, Jesus lifted his hand. When Lord Maitreya chose to speak, the lips of Jesus were at his disposal. Suppose that Jesus were thinking only of himself in the things of earth. Suppose he had not lived in a perpetual state of listening grace. Suppose, during a time of personal outer interest on Jesus' part, Lord Maitreya's cosmic moment had come and gone. There would have been no instrument on earth to conduct Lord Maitreya's blessing. Do you see? Oh, magnificent is your opportunity. When you have perfected your individual force fields, when you have consecrated your instruments, when you have felt the release of that flame conducting healing, peace, or balance into the lives of others, then the great force fields for your temple activities can be builded of your combined spheres of influence. Those who are like you in nature and temperament, building their energies into that force field, creating a larger and larger blanket of protection, benediction, and blessing in your locality. Your individual group director, whose love and light have made it possible for such a group to be established, sets up a pattern with your cooperation, and the rhythm of invocation blends the individual life streams into a harmonious whole. Thus is created and sustained a magnetic pull upon the God-free. This is the service which the beloved Mahachohan is choosing to render through the transmission flame groups and through your sanctuaries, specializing the power and particular service of your sphere of influence. The beings directly concerned with the release of healing, protection, and the bringing of truth in general to mankind may be magnetized. They then take an active interest in that group. From that group, they take chelas to inner levels for training while their bodies sleep at night, and they work with these inner bodies in an endeavor to create a strong magnetic current through which they may flash the fire of God and render whatever assistance is needed from time to time. When this is done and the momentum is builded, the rhythm being undisturbed by disharmony, the mass of the people will feel the pressure of that qualified energy and will be drawn to the students thus prepared to give the blessing. Perhaps not all will remain to serve, for as yet many of mankind are absorbers. They are the ones who only seek blessings, but are not yet prepared to give. However, from among them will come some who will ask how they too may learn to become such conductors. In this way, your endeavors will grow and prosper. This is how we serve on Venus. Our great temples, in which are combined the energies of those who serve with us, are magnificent indeed to behold. Beloved children, would that I could take you to our star. Would that I could show you, even for an hour, what the earth is to become, and what you who stand forth, the first fruits of them that slept, have set into motion through your own vital energies. Beloved, precious children of God, take heart. Return in dignity the authority over your world to that exquisite, immortal presence of life within you. Take command of your vehicles of expression. Let us see what you will do for the earth, what the heritage of your service will leave for the planet and for the evolutions who will succeed you. Until then, with all the love of the great Krishna and Sophia, all of the love of the mighty Victory and his beloved, all the love of Sanat Kumara and myself, and all the love from the people of Venus, I enfold you. My love is great enough to see every one of you master of the rhythm of the flame in your own heart. Thank you, and God bless you. Venus.
Oh, lovely, bless her. So we know Krishna and Sophia are head of the hierarchy of their sun. They have a different solar system. They're just above us, as I think we know by now. All right, so we're going to read. This is from Beloved Elmore. It's from the 7 Sacred Weeks, as given to Morgan Le Fay. He says, if you trusted someone and were betrayed in the past, any experience that activates that memory in the etheric body, which is our soul, will bring you the same sensation of pain that you experienced, and mental images will be born to signal that you need to protect yourselves. Your emotions and mental images will scream to you, be careful, pay attention, otherwise you will suffer again. And then, even if the person in question is not doing anything wrong, you will react aggressively or compulsively, likely creating a lot of confusion and distress. Beloved ones, why am I explaining this? Because I want you to understand that your first reactions to any event or experience are always generated by that internal product or memory of similar experiences you've had in the past. Knowing this, you can understand how important it is to remain calm in the face of all situations and not react automatically to them. And I say, in the face of good or bad things, whatever happens, my beloved ones, before reacting to something, you need to create an inner space so that you can contact your higher mental body, which is our Christ self. And then, through the clarity of this great master within you, you will be able to clearly see things as they really are, and not the distortion created by the filter of your emotions. And when you do, the intelligence of the higher mental body will show you what needs to be done in every event in of your life. When you open this inner space, taking time to calm down and center yourselves in this divine presence within your hearts, you become beings of cause and no longer of effects. So I thought that's a lovely suggestion from Beloved Elmore to just create that inner space. And I think it's certainly very good for all of us, certainly for me. And so now we have this wonderful opportunity to call for our brothers and sisters that have left their physical bodies and are still in the astral realm, and they need to go into the temples of light. And as we know, through our calls, this happens. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discordant life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it, beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. Thank you, thank you. We're going to listen. This is just lovely. It's from Kinder World. It just shows how the animals respond so greatly to love. Oh, it's such a lovely one, that. And now we have the time to say our decree for all the animals, insects, and reptiles that are evolving on our beloved planet. So we say together, beloved divine presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you. And now this is from beloved Zadkiel. It's continued from last week. Beloved ones, this power to magnetize through the sacred fire the gifts and powers of the Godhead must be utilized and become practical through actual works. It is our desire, deep and sincere, to have you begin to experiment with the use of the power of the sacred fire that is within your hearts, to so magnetize not only our presence, but our radiation, gifts, and virtues. You can do this, and every loving and willing Chela wherever he or she stands on the face of the earth, can do this, and they will not only be the recipients of the gifts themselves, but they will be ourselves, sons and daughters of freedom, walking about the planet Earth, and the hems of their spiritual garments will be filled with the virtues magnetized and consciously drawn forth. Because the violet fire, for the most part, is not seen by the physical sight of mankind, very few cognize and feel its essence and reality. Those of you who are kind enough to give special recognition to the violet fire have felt the changing of the vibratory action of your own bodies, have felt the dissolution of the shadows by the power of light, have felt the removal of chaotic conditions in yourselves and others through its use, and some of you, with the inner sight and hearing, have even seen that violet fire and heard the song of the angels of the violet fire as they move along their appointed pathway. It is the efficacy in the use of the violet fire now, when the earth requires it most, to change all shadows and all discords into light, light, that can be seen, not just 1,000 miles from our temple in Cuba, but that it may be seen throughout the entire planetary system. And all those other planets of our system know that the earth gives forth her light, and the music of the spheres again, for the planet earth rises in harmony, in balance, and in love to all that lives, breathes, and has being, above or below. Oh, just so lovely from beloved Archangel Zadkiel. Lovely. And now we're going to sing to our beloved Saint Germain, because of just honor his really special day on May the 1st. I know that there was a newsletter sent out, so that was helpful. But this is lovely to sing to him. And so we do. Love, beloved Saint Germain. God bless him forever. As a great divine director said, he was the only one that was able to, because he's now ahead of the current time, the new age, but he was the one that went to beloved Helios and Vesta and Alpha and Omega and said that he would take responsibility for our planet. It's such a big task. God bless him forever. And now we've got John. Thank you very much, beloved John. You'll take over now. Thank you.
Good evening, all. Thank you, beloved Anthea. Blessings to you for bringing us these beautiful messages and teachings. Beloved mighty I am presence, take command of us all and produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved Ascended Masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary in this lower realm to fulfill the divine plan, and we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees, so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect us and all who have joined this Zoom class, and for all the energy released to be purified and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. And so be it, beloved I am. We thank you. We say together, mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely and illumined the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. We thank you. Now visualize your tube of light coming down from your beloved I Am Presence, that mighty pillar of brilliant blue and crystal light, blazing up through and around us, 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side of us, with that thick wall at the edge, stronger than any steel. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth, every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty I am presence, through your blessed love, power, and authority, we call to beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin, and we ask you that you can fill us with your ascended master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and for all mankind. That we just feel deeply that sincere desire to be forgiven and to forgive any and all misuse of life, human consciousness, misqualified energies of any kind, the wrong desires and feelings in our beings and world, and every mistake for which our outer selves are responsible. We just feel deeply in our hearts that gratitude for this great gift of this law of forgiveness that is such a blessing to all mankind. Beloved mighty I am present and that of all mankind. Forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. We call to the great central sun to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Africa, Europe, China, wherever else it is needed in the world here and now. And we thank you deeply for this. Mighty I am presence, beloved Saint Germain and those ministered to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame, continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we say our final decree, by the love, power, and authority of our beloved mighty I am presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. We end now. We focus on that beloved love star, radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara, as a gift to all humankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love, a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star, and we ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our four lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with unconditional love. And to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you, and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, Holding this focus, expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. We thank you. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to all.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, beloved John. Just what a wonderful thought and feeling and visualization of that secret love star expanding each one in our auras. Thank you so much. And now we got the closing invocation, and I think you might like to read it. Don't want to pick people that don't like to read. I'm just thinking, Jeanette, beloved Jeanette, are you?
Yes, I'd love to read it. Thank you. Beloved, I am presence, and beloved Master Katumi. Nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you so much, beloved Jeanette. See, there's a message there. Oh, anyway, let's just take a moment of deep gratitude. Gratitude to our own beloved I Am Presence. Gratitude to the great ascended ones for these marvelous teachings and for our opportunity to serve the light and for our beloved, beautiful earth. And for all those on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed, we ask you please subscribe, or on BitChute too, and like and ring the bell and share if there's anyone to share to. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm going to stop the recording now.